Get started just because I've got a lot to cover and it's just going to be absolutely awesome. So, I'm going to write one thing down. All right. Yes, so you all have a shirt and name tag over, so pick that up before you leave for sure. Yes, please grab your food, grab a seat, and we'll get going. So, all right, guys, I'm actually going to begin. I'm sorry that some of you are grabbing food. I'll let you guys get food and then we will pray. No, I'm sorry. We have to pray first. We have to pray first. Sorry, we just have to. All right. Heavenly Father God, we are so blessed to be your children. Thank you so, so much for each and every one of these volunteers that are dedicating their time to teaching kids about you, God, and to grow closer to you. God, we just thank you for your grace, your love, your peace, your kindness, and I pray that we can shine that light into all these kids that come to Vacation Bible School. And some may be meeting you for the very first time, and some may be just strengthening and growing their faith. And I pray for these volunteers that this strengthens and grows their faith as well, and is a total blessing to them. We are just so excited about this, and I just pray for a safe and fantastic week, God, because we just want to glorify you. In Jesus' name. And all God's children said? Amen. Amen. Awesome. Thank you. You can finish doing your stuff. Fantastic. So I am going to get started. Our theme is Camp Firelight, and it is going to be so much fun. And it's all about trusting in God. When we are afraid, we can put our trust in God. And honestly, this is applicable to all of us, right? I mean, we all need to remember to trust in God. I even find myself sometimes teaching, trust in God, and then I'm like, Debbie, seriously, trust in God. I just hope that this blesses you this week. Next Monday, if everyone could please get here at 8 o'clock sharp, it would be fabulous. Just that day, we'll do a real brief meeting and a prayer, and then we'll break out and go and do our things. But if you could arrive at 8 o'clock sharp on Monday, up in the Celebration Center, we will, just like I said, have prayer, any last minute stuff I need to pass on, and then we'll go down into our areas. And all the other days, if you would please arrive at 8:30, that would be fabulous. Because, volunteers need to drop off their kids, so they need to be in class early so they can get to their class, and so on. So that'll be wonderful. On Friday, after all the kids get picked up, please come on up to the Celebration Center. Oh, I'm reading all this from this, so if you're not catching everything, it's all written down. But after the kids are picked up, come upstairs for a wrap-up. I have a thank you gift for you all. I'm going to pray. We want to take an awesome group picture because, guys, because of you, we have 87 volunteers. Woo! It's fabulous. It's so amazing. You guys are incredible. We go big here at VBS. If this is your first one, if it's not, you're like, yeah, they need 87 of us. So it's going to be so good. But then also, after we do our little wrap-up upstairs on Friday, we'll take our picture. You guys, if you could go back down, we need to take down all of our decorations in this room and in all the classrooms and in the student center. But the lobby can stay decorated and the big stage will stay decorated. And I'll tackle that later. All right, so every year at VBS, we choose a mission to support. And I'm really excited, you guys, this year because we're doing a camp theme. And so what we are going to support and pray for and raise some money for is for Royal Family Kids Camp. And if you're unfamiliar with what that is, it's a ministry that we at Aspen Ridge team with Waterstone Church. And actually, this is a nationwide program. But it's incredible, you guys. We are raising this money to take foster children who have been, bumped all over the place, and we take them to camp for a week and teach them about Jesus. And, these kids, a lot of them are bounced around all the time. And so our goal is to say, yes, you may be moving all the time, but you've got to trust in God, right? And there is one firm foundation in your life, and that is Jesus Christ. And so it costs a lot of money to go to camp with these kids. Gosh, we just want to bless these kids so much because, they've had it rough, and it's really, really a wonderful, wonderful ministry. So I'm explaining that a little deeper to you guys. I have to be careful with what I say, of course, with the children here, and I'd like for you guys to remember that also. There are a couple kids, actually, that go to Royal Family Camp that are going to come to our VBS. So when talking about this, basically I'm going to share that, these kids have been usually taken away from their gone away from their regular parents, and they live with someone else in a safe place. And sometimes they have to move to different places and things like that, but we steer away from the words like abuse, neglect, those things. It's the fact for these children, but I want to be very gentle with how we present that. So if you have any questions, come talk to me, but it is an incredible organization. I'm excited to talk about. So if you have not yet registered your children, please do. I actually looked, and I know that some of you have not registered your children yet, so please pop on there and sign up your kids. That'd be great. Let's see. Also, you guys, we've left some flyers around the tables for you. We want to invite so many more kids, you guys. We plan for about 200 kids, and we're only about halfway. So please take some flyers. Please, when you see our social media posts, share them, because we all have different groups of friends and people we know, and there's a link out there where you can join that you're going to VBS, and I think the algorithm spreads that out somehow, but please share this, because we want to bless. We're putting so much into this. We want to bless as many children as we possibly can with Vacation Bible School. So please help us spread the word. Awesome. Then, this is so cool. I'm very excited about this. So the Saturday after VBS, we are doing something very special that we have never done before. We are taking over the Saturday night service. And so everyone, all the kids, all the adults, everyone is to go to service. And it is not service. It is the amazing chemistry show. So I have a children's ministry coach, and he is an incredible person, and he's a former chemist, and he puts on the amazing chemistry show. You guys, I'm talking music, fireballs, explosions, foam, and an incredible gospel message. So I am just praying that you guys, even if you know people that can't come to VBS, have them come to that, because they're going to get the Word of God, and it's going to be so cool and so much fun. With that, I need a little bit more help. But it's this actually, I just found out about this recently. I'm not trying to spring it on anybody, but there's just a couple things that I need a little help with. And Josh has this literally down to a science. He has bins, everything's labeled. He just needs a few extra hands. One is a setup team. You meet about an hour before. I need a couple people for that. It's not that much help that I need. I just need a few people. You can see what all these are. There is going to be, we think, I'm not positive, but a resource center table where some stuff will be chemistry experiments will be on for sale out there, and more, I think, gospel information and all that good stuff. And then there'll be a team to load out, take down the stuff and put it back in his trailer. So I'm going to pass this around. And if you guys would be, it's short. It's a short commitment, and hopefully you're coming to this anyway. It's an hour before or hour after or something like that. And there's just, I don't know, a handful of spots here. So I'm just going to pass that around. If you guys would make it sure it gets all the way around the room. Man, I'm sorry, guys. I thought I had enough tables up. You guys are just this amazing that you all showed up. Bless you. Fantastic. I'm sorry, though, that you guys are over there on the floor. You okay? Okay, right on. I wanted to go over our paperwork really quick. If you have brought your background check today, please give that to me. That is going in this envelope. I'm going to keep it very, very safe. I'm going to take it to my locked office. As soon as I run your background check, I will shred it all. I don't have background checks for you all. So if you want to fill it out today, that would be fantastic. I've got these forms up here. Yeah.
Sorry, that happened. Do you need to fill one out every year, or have you done it before?
We do it every 3 years. So if you got an email from me saying I need a background check from you, then I need one from you. And then you're good. If you didn't, then you're within the 3-year mark and you're good to go. So thanks, yeah. Fantastic. And then also, so those are for, the background checks are for everyone 18 and older. Everyone, teenager, tweenager, adults, all need to read and sign our code of conduct. I've got these up here on the table, and then there's no like personal information on there. You can just put it in this folder when you are finished. But I need one signed for everyone. And I'll explain what's on, actually I'll explain what's on that in a little bit. Also up here, I have, and you have these on your table as well, the schedule, which I will talk about again also soon. I also have age level characteristics. This is really, really handy, you guys. It will say, okay, you know what? If you're working with kids between the ages of 4 and 7, here's where they are in their faith development. Here's ways to reach them. Here's ways to get to their level and understand where they are in their life. Very, very helpful. Grab one of these if that's you. Also, I have teen teachers tips. So we are so blessed to have so many teen and tween helpers. And this, so read this over too, so you can appreciate your teens as well. We are going to share, of course, the best news ever, the gospel of Jesus Christ. And so if you've never really explained it to someone, I've got a sheet up here, this blue one, that this side explains it on more of a younger kid's level, and the back, it's the plan of salvation, and it explains a little bit on a higher level. But I encourage you to read this, even if you're like, I totally know what the gospel means. It's good stuff. Can't get enough gospel, right? Also up here, I have more of these orientation forms, but I also have some decorating guides. We're going to break up after this and we're going to decorate. And this has so many creative ideas. Like, oh, it's so good. It's so good. Like we can cut out trees and we can make a tent entryway with like tablecloths, and you can make a waterfall and rocks with tablecloths. I've got all sorts of stuff for you. So think super creative when we go and tackle this building. I also have all of you on here. And so if you don't know your team and if you want to reach out to your team, this is here too. You can come take a picture of your team if you want to reach out and contact them, because not everyone could make it today. So if some of your team is not here, I'm going to hopefully, sorry Megan, keep moving on you. I'm going to follow up with all of them, send them the video of the training, make sure that they have what we're covering today. But since they're not here when you meet them, just answer any questions that they have, because you guys rock and you're here. So thank you. Awesome. Let's see. All right. So this rotation schedule. This. We will look at this about 100 times a day. And it is, man, this is a hard puzzle to put together. And so basically, you'll just look down your list. If you're in, say you're in first grade, this is your time schedule, and it tells you exactly what time to be where you need to be and where to go and all that good stuff. Please, please, please be punctual with this, because we will start, I will start worship at 9 o'clock in the morning upstairs. And, so we want to make sure we are rotating on time. And usually, actually, it's this last one when we're all trying to get back to the worship in the gym at the end. Sometimes I'm like, wow, where are all the kids? And they're just taking their time to get back up. So just please rotate on time, and it's just going to be a total blast. The snack time and playground times are a little bit different, but you can figure it out. It's awesome. All right. Let's see. All right. You guys all will have your very own t-shirt and a name tag that actually says Camp Firelight on it. Please wear those every single day. That identifies you, that unites us as a team, that lets parents know, hey, I have a question. They look official. So please don't alter your shirts. Let's not cut them up to here. No, don't do it. Do whatever you want after VBS, but leave them like this for VBS. There we go. We want to be appropriate. All righty. So room assignments in classrooms. We have a nursery, which is for our itty-bitty babies, and it's for our volunteers kids. And that will actually be upstairs in what is now our comfort room. So that's where that's going to be. Our 2s and 3s are going to be down in what is our toddler room now. 4-year-olds are down in the preschool room. There's room numbers on here, you'll be able to find all that. And then the kindergartners are in the big, what now is the lower elementary room. Those rooms need to be decorated later, we'll talk about that also. So those younger kids will be dropped off by their parents in those classrooms and picked up from their parents in those classrooms also. The bigger kids, 1st through 5th grade, will all be dropped off in the student center. I'll have areas where you guys are assigned, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th grade. And that's a lot of kids in there, but it's okay. We do the best we can to keep it organized and everything. We have a first aid station with 2 legit nurses, and that will be up by Paula's office. And so if there's any kind of injury at all, any minor or big or whatever, take your kiddos there. We have paperwork that needs to be filled out and needs to go home with the kids. So even though we have like other first aid kits in the building, please go see the nurses. All right. Crafts will be in this room right here, and they are lovely. And snacks will be made up in the big kitchen, but then brought down and outside out here near the playground area. And Lisa Alcaraz did an absolutely beautiful job planning all these crafts and all these themed snacks. And thank you, Lisa, you did a beautiful job. We have a break room. Yay! You guys we take care of you. We're gonna have a lot of food and good stuff, and you can just go, drink some water, have some food, and just hang out for a minute. But we do ask you to respect the break room time. An appropriate break is about 15 minutes. And so don't everybody go at once, obviously. Like if the whole games team or whatever decides, hey, I'm taking a break now, that's not gonna work. So check with your leaders and make sure, is it an appropriate time for me to go take a break? Like a good time to take a break may be when they come to crafts. If your kids are seeming like they're doing okay, feel free. When they are out, just work it out with your adult leaders, everybody, all the teens and everybody. Just work it out amongst yourselves, clear it, make sure it's all good to go. And please be respectful of how long you stay in the break room. All right, and worship. Everybody gets to go to worship also, and that will be in the celebration center, in the big sanctuary that we have up there. So drop off and pick up. I mentioned that the little kids are dropped off in their classroom. The big kids are dropped off upstairs. All the kids will have a label or a name tag that looks like this. It's going to be in a little sleeve, and then we're going to pin it on them, probably on their back, especially if they're littler. These are very, very, very important. Drop off and pick up. Extremely important. We want to make sure these children are going home with only the people that they're allowed to. So the kids will have this, the parents will have this, or they can take a picture of it. And if they could drop off, but maybe dad's going to pick up or a babysitter's going to pick up, that is okay, but they must have proof of this. So never let a kid go if they're like, I don't have it, just wait, be nice about it, of course, and but ask for some help, or we got to figure it out, but we just want to make sure all these kids are going home with the person that they're supposed to. So even if you're like, oh, hi, I know you, please look at all of them. Make sure there's the name on here, there's a number on here that's coded. This is Victoria Stewart, and her number is 56644. There's a 56644 on here as well. Match that up. Take the name tag back from them. We'll keep it in a little bin and have it ready for them the next day. Sound good? We don't want them going home with this because they might not come back with it the next day. These are very important. This is an incredibly important safety feature. All right, let me know if you have questions. But I don't think this is new. Some of you, this is not new too. If it's brand new, people will help you, I promise. All right, let's see, we're moving along here. All right, teachers, I will provide you with a clipboard and a roster of all your children. Count your kids all the time. You're gonna be in your classroom and you're gonna say, okay, I have 12 kids. You're gonna move to crafts and you're gonna go, I have 12 kids. You're gonna go to snacks and you're gonna be like, I've got 12 kids. If ever you don't have 12 kids. we need to fix that right away. And so we have a security team in place, and I'm jumping down a little bit, but where is it? Here we go. So we are going to have radios assigned to different places. Dave Redderer will be here most days. Alan MacGyver will be here most days. They will have radios. The nurse station will have a radio. Games will have a radio. Snack table at the playground will have a radio, and we'll have one at the sound booth. So if that happens, try to figure out what kid it is, if you can remember. All these are also colored differently. So like the 5th graders are going to have this color tag. The 2nd graders are going to maybe have green. I don't know. But it's on here actually. But so if you are walking around and you're like, I have 12 kids, but that one has a yellow tag and I have the pink kids. What's going on? We need to figure that out too. So just count. And if there is a problem, get on the radio right away and we will come and help. Okay? All right. Safety is our absolute top priority. I told you about the break room. Told you about our super special event, the chemistry show. Also, so that's Saturday. The Amazing Chemistry Show is Saturday. And that whole weekend, though, we are celebrating VBS. So I encourage you guys, wear your shirts. Come, wear your shirts. Be like, yeah, VBS was awesome. But then on Sunday, we are inviting everybody back, and we want the kids to come up on, the kids will go to Kids Zone, and but then they will come up and they will sing one of our favorite songs from VBS on stage. And that is so fun and so special, because then they get to be up on the big stage and praising God. So, I know it's both and it's both going to be so special. We're also going to have a Slice food truck here for $4 a person, and it's going to be great. So, it's a big celebration, and we're going to celebrate all of you and all the kids. So, let's see. Told you about security, code of conduct. Okay, we're going to talk about some serious business stuff here now, because that's always fun. So the code of conduct is very important, and there's a reason why I want everyone to read it, understand it, and sign it. I'm not trying to read everything to you. I just want that you have in your hands, but I do want to make sure that you are aware of these things and that it's clear to you. We only do age-appropriate touch. High fives are great. Pats on the back are great. We don't tickle. We don't do piggybacks. We don't do wrestling, that kind of thing. If a kid initiates a hug for you, that's okay. Okay, just keep it, appropriate, and there you go. If the child initiates it, okay? Speak to children with kindness at all times. We want to show Jesus' love all the time. We have two adults to a group all the time. We never, ever are one-on-one alone with a child, okay? So if for some reason that's not possible, move to an area, we're going to have so many people everywhere that there's people around, but also a really important thing is you never let a kid go by themselves anywhere. If we see a wandering child, it's like, what's going on? So if you're somewhere, anywhere, and a child needs to go to the bathroom, take them, someone needs to go with them. It can be a teen, like I said, we're all in visual place, and you'll be alone, but you won't really be, but go with them. Let them go into the restroom. We're going to have the doors propped open as a safety feature. Leader, wait outside. Just let the kid finish, and then take them back to wherever they're supposed to be. Is that very, very clear? Please, no kids ever by themselves. Yeah? Great. Okay. Let's see. Report anything that looks weird. If there's some random person wandering around, let us know. We'll handle it. If you see something odd, say something. So let's see. Yep, I talked about the background checks. Okay, we have a discipline policy, and hopefully we don't have to use this. We are so busy going place to place to place that they don't usually have too much time to misbehave. But in that case when it might happen, our discipline policy's on here. The first time they're just going crazy and acting up, whatever it is, we give them a verbal warning. Hey, buddy, this behavior needs to stop. Do you understand? How can we do this different? How can we make this better? Okay, I know you can do it. Right on. All right, if it happens again, and it's warning number 2, that's more of a, hey, you know what? It's not okay to throw your food or whatever. Pull them aside. They need to sit by themselves for a little bit, still supervised, of course. But they need to think about it and, and then they need to maybe come back and say, okay, this is what I can do to fix it. Usually that's all we need to do. Worst case scenario, if it really won't happen, we do usually, in a normal situation, we take them to their parents. Now, we don't have parents here. Some of you are here. And if we bring you your child, I'm sorry, you get to talk to them about that. But if that is the case, if you get to number 3, we can let us know, let somebody know. I will help you. Dave will help you. Any of us will help you. Maybe it comes to the point where they need to go and sit in the church office or near the nurse's station or something like that, and then I will speak to the parent when they get there. Okay? Hopefully we don't have any of that. But that's our code of conduct, and so please make sure everybody signs this and understands it, and we live by it. Awesome. All right. Also, you guys, again, safety is our #1 priority. And so we are actually, because we are taking care of these children and we are in a leadership role, we are all considered mandatory reporters. That sounds really scary, but it's not, and we will help you, okay? So if you get any like inklings or hints or something that like maybe a child's being abused or neglected or something like that, or something's just off and you're like, what do I do? Please come talk to myself, one of our seasoned leaders here, Dave, Paula in the office, a nurse, whatever. We will help decide what the next steps are. But yeah, I have done many mandatory reports, and it's not fun, but we will help you with that. But it is extremely important, okay? Yeah, that's serious stuff. Let's get back to the fun. If you let me know if you have any questions, okay? We got your back. Alrighty, let's see. Yeah, so after this, I'm getting close, my friends. Also, what we're gonna do is I'm doing this large group thing, then we're gonna break up into smaller groups and you get to meet your teams and all that good stuff. It'll be fun. And then we're gonna decorate. Yay! And so, let's see. So I've got on this sheet here, it's the rooms that we need to decorate. And actually, under the tables over there, there's little piles of decorations that say like 2s and 3s, 4s, 5s, library, craft room, and hallways. We just want to, seriously, we take over this whole place. It's so fun. Lobby. So if things are labeled, take those to that area and just decorate away. In the back, by those slidey door things, there's a box and some stuff next to it. That's for everyone to use. So totally get creative. There's all sorts of colors of long tablecloths. You can make, like I said, waterfalls or tents or trees or whatever. Also, if someone who's familiar with the craft room, when we get done here, would roll out that big, long paper rack that we have, that'd be fantastic if someone would do that for me. Thank you. All right. Also, I found the coolest invention ever, and it's called teacher's tape. And I know that you're like, why are you so excited about tape, Debbie? Because half the time we stick stuff up and it falls down. Not with teacher's tape. And it doesn't rip off the paint on the walls. So in that box back in the very, very back, there's a bunch of teacher's tape. It's like foam, and you peel off both sides. It's like double-sided tape, but it's foam, and it peels off the walls, and stuff stays on the walls. It's a miracle. Because I'm always like the day before coming and sticking everything back up again, and I'm just so excited. So I know, weird thing to get excited about, but it's me. All right, let's see. Oh yeah, another very important thing. Wednesday, we share the gospel, and we will teach about how Jesus rescues us from our sin. And it's a big deal. It's a big day, and that's why we've got the sheet there for you if kids have questions. And if kids want to make a faith commitment and accept Jesus into their heart and become a Christian, that's a big deal, and we want to celebrate that. And so if you have a child that wants to do that, they can come speak to me. They can speak with any leader that is comfortable in talking them through it and say the prayer with them and these kinds of things. I am always honored to do it. I don't want to take that from anyone else. If you've created a bond with this child and you want to pray with them, fantastic, do it. It's so wonderful. It's like the best thing ever. But let me know, okay? Let me know, because I have a certificate for them, some next steps that they will, for them to continue to grow in their faith. And I have a Bible to give them. We don't tell them that at first because we don't want them to be like, well, I want a Bible too. I want a Bible too. I got it. Yeah. So, but it's super special. But let us know because we really, really want to honor these kids. Let's see. All righty. Also, oh, we have one more thing. You teen and tween volunteers, some of this is your very first year. Some of it you've done it for years. We are so excited to have you. Thank you so, so much. But do remember, you're not at VBS anymore. You're leading VBS now. And so you are going to have a blast. But we also want you to be role models of good behavior, not messing around and running around all over the place, all right? Be respectful of the children. Be respectful of your leaders. And we just want to have a great time. This, honestly, you guys, these kids are going to be looking up to you like, wow. Some of you might remember being like, I can't wait till I get to be a big kid and help with VBS. And so they're watching you. So please demonstrate your best behavior and your love for Jesus. All right? Consider this like training for a future mission trip. It's pretty awesome. So this is going to be great. Let me think. Oh my gosh. I think I'm there, guys. And I didn't. I was aiming for noon for my part. Wow, I'm shocked. Okay, what we're gonna do next? First of all, I'm so sorry. Do you have any? You guys are so fun. Does anyone have any questions? And if you want to find me after, it's totally cool. But
one question we had back here was you don't have to do the background check if you're 17 or younger.
Correct. Yes. All right. What we will do now is we will break up into some groups. I'm going to keep a lot of you here for just another minute. But for example, let's have games. Rob. Hi, Rob. That's Rob. If you're on the games team, Rob, I gave you some information there. If you would gather your team and just read the two little 2-page packet to them, that's all I need you to do. And then Craig will be, because Craig is at camp with some other middle schoolers. So where would you guys like to meet? Do you guys want to meet like towards the back of the room over there? Yeah, so games, head on over there. Crafts, you will meet with Jessie, who's right here. Hi, Jessie! And you guys can meet right over here by the crafts. And snacks, Lisa, darling Lisa there.
Maybe is it kitchen, the bottom kitchen?
Cool. So go on over and meet with Lisa. Oh, the bottom kitchen?
Yeah, just because I got to pick up a box, and then we'll go up.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, so then you got snacks, go with Lisa. And then honestly, everybody else stay here for just some, your team.
Well, no, but I want to talk to all the teachers.
All the teachers. Okay, then everybody else stay here. You guys, God bless you. Thank you. It's going to be awesome. So do your groups, and then let's